hello everyone. Sorry I'm late. I don't know what was going on. I was in the wrong live. I was on my private page and not on the group or my crafts with Chris. So sorry about that. I'm only a couple minutes late. So let me go ahead and pull you guys up over here. I see someone's watching. How are you guys doing today? Let's see, I just want to share, get more people to watch. Let's see, here I am. All right, let's go ahead. Hi, Diane. Hi, Donna. How are you ladies doing today? Hot one today. Let's see, share to a group. I'm going to share. There we go. And post. Okay, so I shared it with the group. So I hope you guys are doing well today. It was a hot one today. Yeah, all week. Nice, warm, hot week. So haven't been able to enjoy summer at all with all the rain, and now they're just going to triple bombard us with heat. So anyways, hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for joining me today. I see someone else is here. Oh, Tina. Hi, Tina. What else was I going to say? Oh, hi, Deb. As soon as it's over. You're starting your physical. Oh, no worries. Thanks for stopping in. I hope all goes well. Yeah, you'll have to see the replay because today's card is awesome, if I do say so myself. No, I think you guys will really love it. Hi, Amy. So I just want to... Let me pull you guys up a little bit here. So I just want to go over a couple of things before I point you guys down. You know the drill. Right now, Celebration's happening. So you guys all know about Celebration. If you don't know about Celebration, it's one of the best times to shop. You get free stuff with every $50 purchase. That's pre-tax, pre-shipping. There are some items that with a $100 purchase, you can get that item for free. They're giving a whole bunch of stuff away. So if you're going to buy stuff, you might as well shop now because then you get extra goodies. Plus, I am giving away a card class with every order that you purchase through me. It is the In Bloom art class right now going on. So you'll get that free. There's 6 cards, 3 different designs. You get all the materials to make the cards. You just don't receive any of the stamped images or any adhesives. I make the card classes really simple. I give you enough materials to make the cards with using the card or the actual stamp set, or you can use your own. It's very versatile, the cards that I create. So if you don't have the current stamp set that I'm using or you don't like it, then just use your own. And those I give away. I have create a new one every 2 weeks, and you just have to use the host code that I provide you guys. It's always located on my website. You can find it pinned to the top of my Facebook page. Just use that host code with any orders under $150, and you'll get that card packet. If your order is, just buy it. If your order is, I keep sliding down here, you guys. Let me see if I can pull you back up here. If your orders are over $150, you'll get your own rewards. Don't use my host code and you'll still get the card kit. This month, because it is my birthday month, I'm also giving away a free gift with everybody who makes a purchase online at my shop. So when you get your card kit, if you've made a purchase online at my shop, you'll also get a little gift in there to help me celebrate my birthday, which is coming up in a couple of weeks. So there's that. Talked about Celebration, and I think that's about it. Yeah, so I'm going to turn you guys down. I have a super cute card tonight. Let me see if I can flip you guys upside down here. There we go. Whoops. There we go. All right, I'm going to flip you guys down. So it looks good there. Looks like we can see. So that is the current host code. Yeah, happy birthday to us. Tina's birthday was yesterday. So happy birthday to you. and mine's in a couple of weeks. So it's so awesome to share the same month birthday with my bestie. So birthdays are great because, you know, the alternative is not good. We want birthdays. So let's go ahead here. There's my host code, if you guys can see it. I think you guys can see it right here. This is current right now. This is good through the end of the month. And like I said, when you use this host code with the purchases with your, when you go online to my shop, there's a section in there that calls for a host code. Don't forget to put this in, and then you'll get your card kit. So you guys got to see this card. I think you guys are going to love it. Oh, thanks, Amy. Isn't this card so pretty? Oh my gosh, I'm in love with this card that I created. I just love it. It's super pretty, and it was very simple to create. What do you guys think of this one? Lots of bling on there. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this one. I was watching a video and a couple weeks ago, and the woman had used this removable label tape. And usually I do Post-it notes. You can also do like a piece of paper, but this stuff sticks. It's not going to come up. And it was on Amazon. I think I paid $6 for it. It comes in different sizes. This one is the 2-inch one. You can get whatever size you want. It's just Post-it removable labeling tape. Like I said, I got it on Amazon. I'm sure Walmart or any of them would have it. So you guys seem to like the card. So I'm going to show you guys how I made this card. It's so simple. This set is so awesome. Pretty Pumpkins. Have you guys seen this one in the catalog? This one comes with coordinating dies. So I love this. This is what sold me on it. If friends were pumpkins, I'd pick you. So I love this set. I love fall. So all this fall stuff just makes me happy. Diane, now yes, you have to buy this set. You're going to love this set. So the set has several stamps and the coordinating dies. I actually did cut the dies out for you guys. Let me show you here. So these are all the dies. I love this pumpkin. I would recommend the what do you call it? I'm always telling you guys to get it on these delicate dies. Can't think of the name of it. The adhesive sheets. I'd recommend using the adhesive sheets to cut this out. Then you have this pumpkin here shape, and then you have the outline of the pumpkin. So it cuts out, let me see, can you guys see this here? All right, so the dies cut out this, so that's this one here, this flower, and then this pumpkin here, and then this pumpkin. So it cuts everything out except for the sentiments in here, and then you have some extras in here. So really cute fall set. I love it. I'm going to use it a lot and create with it. So this one here, if you buy this with the coordinating dies, I think it's $45.75. So you just need to add another $4.25 to your order. You'll reach $50. You can get this bling paper for free. This stuff, I think it's Be Dazzled. I forget the name of it. I think it's Be Dazzled. This paper is so sparkly. So you can get all these for free, or any of the $50 item ones. If you purchase the Pretty Pumpkin, the dies, and then just add $4.25 to your order. Yeah, the adhesive sheets are wonderful, Amy. Next time you order, you've got to add them to your order, because they are wonderful for these little detailed dies. These are hard to stick down. I do have the fine tip glue pen through Stampin' Up. I don't like it. I can't seem to get it to work well. Maybe it's me. I bought it. I've tried it several times. I don't like it. I don't know. It's probably just me. I love the adhesive sheet. So let's go ahead. I'm going to show you guys how we did this card. Super easy. Let me bring in my piece of, let me see, I have two of them. Yep, this is the smaller one. So basic white is what you're going to need. I'm going to bring in some scrap paper because I don't want this covered with all the messy ink. Yeah, Donna, isn't it so much easier with those adhesive sheets? I cannot recommend them enough. I hope Stampin' Up doesn't stop selling. Did I say that right? I hope Stampin' Up keeps selling them and they never get rid of them because they are awesome. So I have this piece of basic white. It is cut 5 1/4 by 3 3/4. So I'll leave the measurements in the link of the video. With this, what I did was I took this stamp out, because this is the stamp that I'm using, and I kind of figured out that I was going to put that right in the center. So I'm going to take this tape here and I'm going to tape it right to this scrap piece of paper. So I want to see where my middle is. So move it over a little. It doesn't have to be perfect. Then I'm going to just go ahead and stick that down. So I can see underneath the tape that I have just about the same amount of spacing. So you don't want it to go crooked or anything. You could also take these sheets here. You could line it up and you could do it perfectly like that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to wing it. And hopefully my winging it is okay. I'm going to take another piece of this tape here. And then what I want is I want this pumpkin to be right in the middle. And it is going to stick off a little bit. That's fine. But I want the majority of the pumpkin to have the be colored there. So, and you want to try to keep it even along each of these to make sure this is crooked, so I can see that that's crooked. So it's going to take a little bit of eyeballing, or like I said, if you want to be precise. So I have these two. They're about the same. If you guys can see it, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but they're about the same width here. I think this one's a little bit wider, but it's fine. So I just want to make sure that that pumpkin fits in there just like that. So now that this is taped down and we're ready to go, what I did was I brought in, let me just bring in my colors over here. I've got 3 different colors. I don't want to mix up my blending brushes here. I have Pale Papaya, Pumpkin Pie, and Cajun Craze are my colors that I'm going to use. So let me just open up these guys. And I'm using the blending brushes. Love, love, love the blending brushes. Now I think all of you guys have the blending brushes maybe. I don't know. Do you guys have them? If you guys have the blending brushes, I know Tina, you love them. What are your thoughts on the blending brushes? So before I get talking and not realizing what I'm doing, I'm going to take the lightest color, which is the Pale Papaya, and I'm just going to pick up some of this ink on here. And then what I'm going to do is move this out of my way here. Can you guys see this all right? Let me see. You disappeared on me. We've been having internet issues, so there you guys are. All right. Blending brushes are what you always forget to buy. The blending brushes. Yeah, the blending brushes are amazing. You need to add them, Donna, to your next order. Amy, you love the brushes. Aren't they awesome? So I'm going to pick some more of this color up here because I've been gabbing here. I'm going to go off to the side first because you want to make sure you don't just want to put it right on your project because you're going to get those harsh lines if you can see it off to the side here. Yeah, they're very easy to use, aren't they? So I'm just going to start at the top, and I'm going to do about 1/3 of this with the Pale Papaya. Just going to pick up some more. You have blending brushes? Yeah, I have some blending brushes that are not Stampin' Ups too, and they're awesome, but I like the ones I have that are not Stampin' Up. These I find are easier. I don't know, maybe it's the ones that I have, but I like how they feel in your hand and how you have this little brush head here that I kind of put my finger on. I don't know, I like the way that these feel in your hand. They're easy to use. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just going to go and do about 1/3 of the way down here. Maybe pick up a little bit more. And as you notice, I'm going off the paper every time. And I like to go in a circular motion. So now I'm going to bring in the next color, which is slightly darker, which is the pumpkin pie. Again, off. I want to make sure I really rub this off so I don't get that very harsh, dark pumpkin pie. Oh, here's our makeup brushes. Oh, they probably work pretty well. So now I'm just going to kind of come in and blend these two together. Pick some more up. So this is going to be about 1/3 of the way. So we kind of have that ombre effect going on. So now I'm going to come in with my Cajun Craze, which is off the screen, but doing the same thing, picking up some of that ink, and then we're just going to go on the bottom portion here. And the great thing about this is you can use whatever colors you want, and you can go as light or dark as you want. So I could just leave it like that if I wanted to, but I don't. So I'm going to go a little bit more. And I want to make sure that I really kind of blend those colors together. Just going to go a little bit more down here on the bottom. And these brushes are so soft too. I just love the way they feel. So up here, I'm going to go back in with my Pale Papaya. Go off here. And I'm going to try to make this line not that harsh. So I think that Pale Papaya is just that much lighter than the pumpkin pie. So you can see it's starting to blend pretty good. I think that's good. I think that is good. All right, so I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to go ahead and close up all my ink pads. Set these to the side. We are all done with these inks, so I'm just getting them right out of the way. All right, so this is the best part. So we're going to remove the tape. And I love that clean, crisp line right there. I'm just going to throw this away. I'm sure you could probably reuse it and keep it. Beautiful. Look at how beautiful that looks. So just make sure you don't have any ink on your hands. So I'm going to take this paper and get it out of the way. So there's our awesome piece of paper. I just love how that looks. You've got your nice, like I said, your crisp, clean lines. So what I'm going to do is I have taken this pumpkin, I've embossed it in copper, and I've also embossed that sentiment in copper. So of course I have the embossing buddy, which Stampin' Up no longer sells. I cannot recommend these enough when you're embossing. Amazon, the craft stores have them. They just leave down a powder. It's an anti-stick powder, and you really want to make sure, if you're going to do this, to put this down over the top of here because of all that ink there. So this little guy here, I'm going to stamp that out with Versamark. Let me just pick that up. So I have my Versamark ink. My ink pad is very messy. but it still does the job. I know when you first get your ink, your Versamark ink pads, they're pristine, they're nice and clean and white, and then you use them a couple of times and they look gross, but they still work. So I just want to make sure I ink this right up, and I'm going to stamp this right about here. So I'm just going to leave that on just a little bit longer than I normally would, just to make sure that Versamark ink is on the paper. And then I'm going to take out of this stamp set. Now you guys, I don't think you can see that. It is on there, I think. Yeah, it's on there. Then I'm going to take the If Friends Were Pumpkins, I'd Pick You, again with Versamark ink. Now with this, I noticed when I did one earlier, I pressed down a little too hard. There's ink on the top here, and if you go too hard, you're going to get that line. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of line this up at the bottom. Make sure I'm not crooked here. It's hard to do when there's a camera right there. All right, I'm just going to wing it. So I'm not going to press real hard, I don't want that outline. You can also trim your stamps if you're having trouble and your stamps seem to, if you're, you know, inking them down and they leave a ring. Let's see. So if it's when you're stamping them down and they leave, you know, the ink gets on here, you could trim your stamps too, real close. Just over time, you figure out how to not press down so hard. I know when you're usually a new stamper, you're just like pushing down, and so you get those rings around your stamp. So that's where they come from. So let me get a scrap piece of paper. Where did I put my scrap piece of paper? There it is. All right, so I'm going to take this piece of paper here, and then I have the copper emboss powder. And I'm just going to sprinkle this all over. Lift this up. I love that when you put the emboss powder down, and then when you shake it off, the image there. So this is ready to be heat embossed, but of course we got to put this away. Do you guys use your emboss powders a lot? Do you guys do any embossing? That is one of my favorite things to do. I love embossing. I don't know, it just seems like it adds just such a, I don't know, great step up to your cards, I guess. All right, so let's get all this powder out of here. All right, so I'm going to bring this back in. I'm going to get out the heat tool. So I'm going to let this warm up, and just for a little bit, and then I'm going to show you guys how we emboss this. Yeah, it does take a little bit of practice when you first start embossing, but once you get the hang of it, I don't know, I just love it. It took me a while to get used to embossing. And I'm telling you, I never used the embossing buddy. I never used that before, and I always had trouble with the embossing powder all over the place. Once I started using that static bag, it made a world of difference. So I love this copper embossing on top of this coloring here. You also don't want to, when you're embossing, you don't want to leave the heat gun on too long. Once it starts to change, you want to just move along. So there it is, all embossed. Isn't that super pretty? All right. Let me set these aside here. So the rest of the card's going to go really easy. Where is it? So I have the paper. So a little trick for you guys. when you have all this beautiful paper, you know, or your pretty pattern papers, what you can do is, instead of using a whole piece back here, I would have cut a piece 5 1/4 by 4, which would have fit back here. I just took 2 strips, and I'm just going to glue the strips here so you have the bling back there, but you're not using a whole sheet, so you can get more use out of all your papers. So let me bring this guy in. This is pumpkin pie. This is the card base. So I'm just going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus because it is bedazzled paper. So I want to really make sure it sticks. All right. So with this card here, I just took and just had a little bit showing. So that's what I'm going to do here. And then you can kind of do the same thing over here. It's just enough to give it that little bit of bling. Let's see, I'm having trouble here. Okay, there we go. And then I'm gonna use the Stampin' Seal Plus again, just because I don't want this to come off of the front of the card. So I'm just gonna line this up. And that's it. Let me put the piece of Whisper White, basic white, on the inside. And there you have it. So I love, love, love this card. That paper is amazing, you guys, that free paper. It's so blingy. So I hope you guys liked it. It was pretty simple. Pretty easy to do. It didn't take no time to do that at all. So I know it's kind of early, I think, for fall stuff, but I want to play with the new stuff. I'm going to flip you guys around here. There we go. So I hope you guys like that. That set is really super cute. If you guys like the fall stuff, that's a really good one. I don't know if you guys are into like the Halloween stuff. There's a lot of cute Halloween stuff in the catalog, but this so far, and I don't know if it's just because it's the first one I played with, but this one is my favorite so far. I'm sure next week it'll be a different one. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I will see you guys. Yes, I will see you guys next Tuesday. So thank you guys. Enjoy your evening and have a great rest of your week. Try to stay cool. All right. Bye.